I got to make an antenna. I don't have to, but I want to make an antenna for this guy. And I don't want to pull apart and waste another antenna to make this one. Here's what I need. This would be the top. I need a piece of rod. Doesn't have to be heavy. Well, it doesn't just bend. Oh, not this one. Is that time already? Can't be. It's only 1 o'clock. Oh, she went shopping today. That's fine. Well, so this is going to be about 19 inches. It's a little long, but 19 inches is a quarter wave for your 2 meter, which is like 144 to 148. Now I'm actually going to be going up into the 150s, so that's going to change. The higher the frequency, a little bit shorter the antenna. Let me go help Dar with the groceries. Okay, so anyway, this is like, I'm gonna like this, try to make it simple. This is like the transmit side of the antenna. Now, when I was talking a number of times about it, the antenna goes on your car. The car is actually part of the antenna. So if you have a fiberglass car, you got to get what they call a non-ground plane antenna, which means the antenna has two parts. It's got the part in it, and it's usually in a piece of fiberglass or something, or it's got a coil on the bottom or whatever. And this is like the ground side, and this is the transmit side. And it's all on one antenna. Now, do they work? Yeah, they're not bad. They're better than blowing up your radio by not having a ground plane. Is it as good as having a metal car? Not really, but they do work. So anyway, this guy is probably going to be using this in his house, in the attic or something, or who knows. So I need a ground plane. Well, he's not going to park his car in his house. You know, so at that point, what you're going to do is I need to get 4 radios coming off of this thing at about the same length as this one. So I need to have a bracket. So the bracket, this is going to come down, and we have to go into a stud type of mount. And then on the bottom of the stud, it has threads for the antenna to screw into. And then there's also a washer here. It's like a nylon washer, fiberglass washer. You follow me? It's a rubber washer. And what that does is that helps prevent this and this from shorting out to these. So if we were to look at a mount, looking down on it, it would have a hole in it, a 1/2 inch. Well, this being 2-part, and the bottom looking something like that, this screws into this through this. So if we had this here with the hole in it, the bottom part would come up to here and stick out through here. This is where the coax connects to with the PL259. So at that point, this is going to be the ground side, because this has this little nut on it, and it's going to be up against the underneath of that. The top part, the centerpiece here, can't touch any of that bracket. So that washer goes in there, and it fits in perfect. And then this comes up, and then this piece screws on the top of that. And then the antenna screws into that. This is where, on the four corners, I would hook up the radials. Got that so far? No. Now that I think about it, I may have something that I already started to work on. Maybe not. I thought I did. That would be a great thing if I did. That would be a wonderful thing. It would be marvelous. I guess I didn't, however. Or if I did, I'd taken it apart and made something else. So that's a possibility. Now that's a possibility. All right. This is the antenna connector. Right now, the way that is, this would not work. It would short out because there's no washer. They come with a washer. I must have used that for something. So here's your little nylon washer. So that would snap into that half-inch hole. This is really not what I want. I mean, I could clean it up, cut this smooth, and make it work. Yeah, you know, I could make this work. I just got to get this cleaned up over here. Yeah. And plus, it would sit okay. So if I, well, yeah, that would still be okay, I guess. Because you can just sit it someplace. This would be nice, but I gotta clean that up a little bit. Hold on a minute. I found something here. However, I do have to cut it. I don't have to cut it, but I want to clean it up a little bit. So I'm going to cut it there, and I'm going to cut it there. And that's probably all I need. And he can figure out a way. But then again, yeah, let's just do this. I don't want to make more out of it than it is. Oh, my nose is running. Cut it here, cut it here. I was thinking of trying to bend it here and here so it would sit up a little bit. However, it's a little narrow, so it's going to tip anyway. And it's aluminum, which means we're going to have a problem bending it. So let's get a clip, a clamp. Cut that. Good. And I noticed I got a few other things over here that I have to cut up that just taking up a lot of room that I had made some time ago. And now that I'm not using them, I really don't need it. There. I'll show you that in a minute. But for now, let's try this other piece. This photo zipper. Rotor thingy. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. Plug it in. Now, I do have to get a straight line. Straight line. The right thing to use. I mean, it'll work, but it's not the right thing. for something else. So, 4 and 8. 4 and 8. I haven't used one. Don't know. Crank it up some. So I gotta figure out a way to get in the shield on this thing. A little sturdier, stronger. Get this out of the way. Now, before I start buffing it up and everything, I will drill the hole and I can buff it all.